Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hey guys, it's Mana here, and if you haven't figured out, we're playing Serena today, which is a point-and-click horror game. I've seen Cry, I believe, play it, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it. Oh.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
Simple enough.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
So you want to be a purple tentacle. What?
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Okay, that wasn't weird at all.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Vandava. Oh, that's not creepy. Not gonna say anything about that? No? Okay.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Not gonna say anything about this creepy picture either?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
I can see that this got a lot of use.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
You're not gonna say anything about that? Not gonna mention your porn.
She was special.
There we go.
Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Wait, come back. Let me see that again. I'm terrified of dolphins.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Okay then. I don't remember.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
No? Can't touch anything in here? Okay. Nothing in here? Nothing? Okay, bye. Is that everything? I guess.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's probably lots of things. But, like I said, I watched Cry play this game, although it's been quite a few years.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Ride with me, shed your mortal guise.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Interesting. Can I just keep clicking on it?
Niamh is of the Fae folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Okay, so I can click on things multiple times.
I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry.
Okay, so now we're repeating.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Let me get the key. It's this drawer, right? Or no, it's here.
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Can you take the keys? Take
I
them.
also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse.
Oh, good
Can't be
freaking
bothered
lord.
to keep it anywhere
Can we
other
not
than
use
under
the key for
rock
that?
next to the thing.
Oh, hi, bye.
No one comes here anyway. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Oh,
We found this trunk at a flea market.
Jesus.
We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Okay.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not.
Okay.
Most of the books are mine.
Let's
but
just
all of
glance
hers
right
are
over the
still here,
Necronomicon.
too.
Aha, that's what I wanted to do. Whoa!
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers.
She looks so
It
happy.
was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, Our host that night used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love.
Okay, we're repeating ourselves. I did something. What did I do?
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how we seem to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is
Nope, that's
so
not helping.
romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in.
I put the other one in because I thought it would help me hear what was going on, but then I realized I couldn't hear myself, so that's why I have to be able to hear myself. That's why I don't do big headphones. I do an earbud, because it's weird when I can't hear myself, and people are like, oh, you have the microphone that plays your voice back to you. I'm like, that'll just screw me up like a speech jammer.
Why did we choose this place? Both so young and spontaneous. Why did we suddenly decide we should let our love wither away in a still life? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me?
I'm gonna go with stress.
Sunlight is so bright here.
Okay, fine.
In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. I never noticed it before, but there's a tiny crack in it. Well, it's a hairline fracture. I still remember when this thing smelled of fresh paint. How did I miss everything getting dinkier, more worn? We should have renewed our life somehow, but money was always so tight. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, how could I possibly forget the color of her hair like that? Even for a moment. She was my girl with the sun in her hair. What's happened to me? I liked to watch her comb her hair before she came to bed. But that was so long ago. At some point, I just stopped. She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better.
Please take it. It's not just that I worry about you. I don't want to bury my pig-headed husband.
Behind me. Clock.
Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
Okay. Well, I heard it ding, so I feel like that means something. Let's look at these pills again.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Fair enough.
I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though.
Huh.
Do I even matter to you anymore? Do you even notice anything I do? How I look? How I smell?
Clock dinged again. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Clock. You're telling me something. The time.
Incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now. It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Oh.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
She looks angry.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb. Beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I hate her so much. All of this...
Well, this just got dark.
These pathetic souvenirs
Okay,
from our relationship. They're
okay.
all lies.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
Damn.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. Why torture myself trying to remember? Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these
Okay.
pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. This armchair, this is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Nothing to say about this picture. Come on. There's got to be something to say here.
Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination.
Oh, it changed.
Changeable man. Insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Oh, look, we opened it finally.
The jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety.
I sit
Think
here on the
anything
train,
else of
taking me to
value?
my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story.
So he believes she manipulated him, and she believes that he manipulated her. Is there more?
I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on and on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Well then.
I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Okay, bye. We'll walk away. Oh, spinning.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is... I hate her so much.
Oh, I remember now. I think I remember now. Like I said, it's been years since I've seen this game. I'm not sure if I remember correctly. But I might.
Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me.
Oh!
This ugly old thing makes me feel sick.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else. Just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless...
You?
She was the one who left. Too upset to even think straight. She actually threw this at me once.
Oh, there we go.
She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
That was more than a crack.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron.
It smells bad when you forget it in the oven.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Okay.
Why torture myself?
Chair.
I feel like throwing this chair through the window.
Oh, hey, her jewelry box is over here.
That would just make me even angrier. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I'm too upset to even think straight. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
Not necessarily.
I hate her so much. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Oh.
You realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. You can't risk
My
moving
God.
now. The bulldozers are
What
coming
is this?
any minute.
I was right.
It can't.
Sorry.
It isn't.
We spent much time here.
How did it happen?
You've been so
I
tired after
can't
all.
remember.
Sorry, Roger.
Oh,
It's already
God.
rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, God, I was afraid of that.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but I want to see who it is first. There's something about those voices. I must know. The window.
Go that way, damn it. Jesus.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene. Oh, shit. You forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.
Well then. Wait, so... So if that wasn't her in the closet, in the armoire, that wasn't her. That was him. She killed him, stuffed him in the closet. I'm guessing. I don't really know if that's true or not. I'm so confused. It was pretty good, you know. It was under an hour. A little longer than I would have liked it to have been. I thought it was going to be less than half an hour, but it was still really good. I'm also slow at, you know, figuring things out, so that's kind of partly my fault. But this was really good. It was very suspenseful. And the moment he says I can't bring myself to open the door or to open the armoire, you know something happened. Either he killed her or someone. You knew something was hiding in there. And although I had seen the game before, I didn't remember the details. I remembered a cabin. And I remembered fire. And then when that happened, I was like, oh, is it? But I don't know. So, you know, I have bad memory. Anywho, this was a really great game. So, if you guys want to check it out, it's free to play on Steam. So, I'm logging off now. I'll see you guys later. And remember to do something nice for a stranger today. Bye!